including false negatives, which are rare but do happen. On the other hand, if you test this person for hepatitis and it comes up positive, that does prove it. Consider this. Suppose I were to accuse user whatever of being a bank robber. Well, suppose you were that user. Think how you would prove in your whole life that you never robbed a bank. I don't think you could do it. I know I couldn't. Consider, however, if I said you robbed a particular bank at a particular time, but I didn't have any pictures of it showing you there. I didn't have any money recovered from you showing that you had the money. It was just an accusation. Could you disprove that? Yes, you could. Maybe. Not necessarily, though. That's the problem. Not necessarily. If you could show, for example, a positive, that is, you were positively somewhere else at that time that that bank was being robbed, then you've proven that you did not rob that bank. But that's the only way, by proving the positive of where you were in fact, not by disproving that you robbed the bank. Disproving that you robbed the bank is only an inference derived from the fact of the syllogism that starts out, a person cannot be in two places at the same time. You see what I'm saying? Now I have another example on another video, the last one I made before this one. Although this is into part 2, I guess. So, the video penultimate to this one. I made a statement about a particular person saying that he was a psychopath. Now, I didn't back that up with any factual information. I didn't back that up with the statement that I am an MD or a psychologist and I'm qualified to make such a diagnosis, especially at long range, about somebody that I've never met. So, should you believe that statement that this person is a psychopath? Hell no. It was a pejorative. It was meant to give you my opinion about this person, and it should have been understood that way because I did not present myself as an expert in diagnosing psychological disorders. It's my opinion that, based on the criterion that I have come across, and having carefully observed this person in action over a period of several months, that he has some psychological disorder, but I am not qualified to make the final diagnosis. So, when I called him a psychopath, take that with a grain of salt. I don't know that it's true. I just know that there's something wrong with the guy. And again, that's something you need to look for. When somebody makes a statement like that, is the person qualified to make that statement? Does the person have the proper evidence to convince you of that statement? Now, in a future video, I do hope to provide some of that evidence and let you make up your own mind about this particular person, but I won't be making a specific diagnosis when I'm getting down to facts. Now, so if you can remember these rules of logic, or learn them if you don't already know them, you will find that you are far better prepared to face everyday life as well as YouTube. You will find yourself immune to scammers and the duplicitous. You will find yourself immune to propaganda, which is a good thing. To be able to understand and recognize propaganda is an absolute necessity in this day and age, because so much of our information is delivered by video, and video is the absolute perfect medium for the presentation of propaganda, and has been ever since there has been video, going all the way back to the very earliest silent movies. Propaganda has always employed images more than reason, and makes its appeals to base emotions. I don't want to turn this into a discourse on propaganda, but I hope that you get what I'm getting at. So, I'll let you search for propaganda yourself and educate yourself as you wish. I won't put a link to it. But it's a very important flip side of the use of logic. Consider it the same difference as there is between good and evil, right and wrong, light and dark. A lot of what you see on YouTube A lot of what you see on regular television. It's nothing more than propaganda. Anyway, that's my brief lesson on logic, and I hope you find it valuable.